Preserve, and we are in the Great House Portal. We came here as Spirit to do just a little bit of exploration and understanding of some feelings we had picked up driving by the area previously. We wanted to get a better beat on what was actually occurring in the area. There is a plethora of history in this location that at a later date we want to explore even further. From a paranormal perspective, what I have felt thus far, going towards the Rose Hill Cemetery, there was a very small young blonde girl that approached me and said something about her mother. I didn't have a lot of time to really interact with her, but she did indicate that her mom was up there. Then, just standing here right before we started to film, I keep seeing a gentleman walk right over in this area by these chairs. So I'm not entirely sure what that's all about. But he seems to keep drawing my attention up to that right up there, that hole right up there.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice that before.
Yeah. And he keeps bringing my attention to that.
All right.
So
that's okay, keep going.
So basically, we're just kind of exploring a little bit while we have a few minutes and trying to get a little bit of information from both a paranormal perspective and a historical perspective. There definitely have been many mining deaths and other illness-related deaths since this location has been in existence. So there's going to be history, and there is going to be an energy of spirits that are just hanging out. And I have already felt 2 of them, so I'm kind of encouraged that this area has quite the vibe. I do feel, in certain areas, I feel a little bit of just kind of a general sadness, a general malaise in some of the energy. And then I also just hear a lot of this is just residual energy, just the echoes of the past coming back into a space. There isn't anything necessarily right here anyhow that I feel that is malevolent. It's more just a residual haunt in this area, except for that gentleman. He seems to be active. There are probably, I believe about 7 to 8 mine shafts on this property, and so we are not going to have the opportunity to explore all of them today, but we're going to poke around a little bit and see what we can see. I would say this is absolutely got some serious energy. You would need to bubble yourself and prepare yourself if you are gifted spiritually in any way, just because of the energy that is in this space. There's a few spirits that do want to talk and interact, and if you have the ability to do that, I would recommend being bubbled and seeing what kind of information you could get. I wouldn't say coming here and just poking fun at the spirits would be a good idea. I don't think
never is.
Yeah, that's not appropriate. That's not polite. These spirits, most of them are either at rest and or just living through their history and living through the echoes of the past. So my recommendation is enjoy it for the beautiful history of the space.
That's actually perfect.
I think the miners are telling me to get the hell out of this space.
Do you feel any portals?
I keep being drawn to that hole up there. It's drawing my attention. Something's going on with that hole up there. I don't know what it is, but it's drawing my attention.
Yeah, one down below, so the other ones up there should be Gary, you, and Eddie.
So I would say that there definitely could be some portal energy in the literal mine portals.
Yeah.
I think that there could be. Right now, all I basically feel is a lot of echoes of the past and a couple of conscious, active spirits that simply just want a little bit of dignity and respect. So I'd like to give that to them, and I look forward to learning more about the energy of the space. I don't feel intimidated at this time. I feel a lot of love and respect from the energies here. At least as far as today, I would like to explore the rest of the openings and see if there is different energy at different sites. And that's kind of what I anticipate, that we will experience different things on different sections of this property.
Hello? It's probably just the wind.
If the mine is going to come down on me, I'd like to know.
Right?
It's very quiet.
Yeah, just.
Which sort of lends to the majority of this being residual haunting.
Yeah.
There are a few active spirits that communicated with me empathically, but I mean, It's hit and miss. You would have to spend hours here.
Yeah.
Poison.
Poison? You're poison?
Are you implying that the coal was poison to your lungs or your body? The coal.
Coal. Good hit.
Thank you. Really should have brought the portal, but that's a little hard to lug around.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. If you need to move on, feel free.
Can we help you?
Do you need any help? Are you okay?
Burning.
What did it say?
Said burning.
Oh.
Was there an accident here?
Yeah, there was.
That's really amazing.
That was a little girl from up by the cemetery. Hello? Oh, that was that.
Yeah. Sir, what's your name?
Oh, that was a kid
There's the
again.
kid again.
Yeah. So like, what the?
Going back and forth.
There's living humans wondering what the hell we're doing. Just talking to the dead.
Say Christy?
I don't, yeah, I think so.
Is that the girl's name?
I wish I brought the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly what you think it is. Just doing a little bit of pre-scouting for a network thing.
Hey.
You guys want to say hello? There's something there. I like it.
It said visitors. That took me a second. It said visitors.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just visiting. We're not here to harm you. We're just here to say hello.
So get back.
Are you ready to talk to me again?
Hey.
Hello. We just want to honor your history and your memory because you worked really hard here. So thank you. We said something to me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Yep. That was really good.
So just come out of the mine and go into the light. Not the light of the camera.
Wait.
Just tell me what your name is.
Wait. Something like that? I don't know. It's hard to say. I always seem to default to that kind of sound, the oi sound.
If you need anything from us, let me know. Otherwise, we'll let you be in peace.
You can cross over today. If you want to cross over and move on, you can do that today. We're here to help you do that. Yes.
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 Okay, sounds good to me.
Yup.
Go ahead. Go on.
I got the chills. I see it.
Go ahead and go on. Have a good time. Have a good trip.
Today's the day you get to cross over.
Go ahead and you go ahead and leave. Thank you.
Said wow. Move on.
Thank you for talking to us. Have a good, peaceful trip to the afterlife. You don't have to stay here. I think that's satisfactory.
All right.
So the rules do apply. You don't attach to our equipment. You do not attach to us. We are sending you either free into the light or to wherever you need to go. But we're gonna go and we're gonna leave you in peace now, so you cannot attach to anything.
Okay.
Thank you. Good night. Session is closed. I don't want to overdo it
No.
and pressure them a lot. There is a lot of history here, and you should have some reverence for the people that died so tragically. They had meaning. Their lives had a lot of meaning, and I just want to make sure that they know that they're free to go into the light if they need to, or if they just want to visit here because they like it here, then that's fine. So we just conducted a spirit box session here at the Eureka Slope, and we were also running the Mel-Rem just to see if we could get any interaction. We did in fact get a few voices on the spirit box. Our priority was just to give them a little bit of honor and dignity for the lives that were lost here, the history that happened here, the memory of the people that came before us and worked very, very hard, and many of which died in this area, just to get some coal out of the ground. And I just wanted to give them a little bit of dignity in the fact that they did work extremely hard, and I don't like to go and poke at spirits that are in a location that they were humans too. They just don't have a body anymore. And so what we tried to do was communicate to them, give them a little bit of love and respect and honor for the fact that they were here and their lives mattered. And we attempted to open the light for them, and some of them actually said on the spirit box that they saw it. So I'm really excited about that there are some souls that maybe weren't sure if they could move on, or were having a little trouble getting where they needed to go, and now they're free. They are free from whatever space. If they want to come back and visit, hey, that's an option available to them. But I think it's really, really great that we were able to communicate to a few direct spirits. We heard the little girl that I sensed going towards the Rose Hill Cemetery. We did hear a female voice. We definitely heard some male voices coming from this direction. I really think we connected with a couple of souls that just needed a little oomph, a little leg up, and I'm glad that we got to honor their memory and honor the history of this place. At the end of the day, that is what matters, honoring these souls, giving them respect, and respecting the history of a site like this. And I really believe that we achieved that today. So I'm feeling pretty good, and this location is phenomenal, and I want to explore it more. There definitely could be some portals of the non-mining kind on these grounds, and I'd like to explore that a lot more, and the history a lot more. From what I felt and heard from the spirits today, they're not aggressive, at least the ones that I encountered. I do recommend bubbling up before you come to a location like this if you're spiritually gifted like myself, which I did do. But I haven't felt anything antagonistic. Intense, yes. But what we did today to help some souls, it was worth the trek.
One of them talked about an accident.
Yeah, they did mention an accident. They did mention fire. They did mention the word coal. I mean, all of those were very relevant responses. I wish I had brought our new portal device, being in a portal, to run off the spirit box, but it's kind of heavy, and hiking around here, there is a lot of hiking.
Yeah.
You have to be able-bodied to get around this location. It is a lot of getting around in nature, but it's worth it. The view is beautiful. The spirits here, there are plenty of them, but as far as I'm concerned, I haven't met anybody who wanted to hurt me. So we'll just kind of see how it goes, and we will be back to this location and get even more information from more spirits, maybe see if we can help some more spirits, and possibly just stop the energetic flow that might be trapping some of these people here for some reason or another. Traumatic deaths do trap energy, and the illness that happened here and the fire that killed some miners here in Antioch, that's going to cause a scar on the location, and we want to bring healing to both the living and the dead. That has always been our mission as Spirit, and this is no different. We want to bring healing here and get answers. And I think we got a few little hints of that today with our wonderful little devices and just our own intuitive ability. So this was a a worthy trip to come out here. We've explored this, area before. We've had cases in the Antioch area before, but we've never really got to just sit down and talk to the folks here, the deceased energies here. And it was really an honor. It was an absolute privilege to talk to people that simply worked their hides off. And now here we are, helping them move along. So see you guys soon. We will be back. So we are out here at Mount Diablo. Lot of energy and history, beautiful state historic park. It's just the land, nature. I mean, it's really got, to me, the energetic vibration that I feel here is sort of a reverence. I keep getting this very prayerful reverence energy, and I'm not sure what that is or what that means. But there's sort of I get sort of like something's covering something, and I get an energy of protectedness and divine reverence, like a very prayerful nature. I'm not really sure how to quantify it, but the beauty out here is phenomenal. I mean, it's just, there's nothing better and more grounding for the soul than to be in nature. It really clears out the spirit. And I think the native energy around here, I think they knew that. I think that they knew that they come to commune with their ancestors. The higher up the mountain they are, the closer to their ancestors and those spirits that they would be. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting, what they're trying to tell me, that they would be closer to the Great Spirit the farther up the mountain that they were, and they felt cloaked, and they felt protected, and they felt almost like a blanket wrapping them.
Doesn't that merge a little bit with the history that we know about Mount Diablo?
Yeah, I guess it probably would. I guess that it probably would. This was sort of also, they retreated here to be safe from the Spanish. All the Native Americans did. So just besides them retreating here for that, I think they treated this as holy land. That is what I sort of pick up energetically and spiritually. They treated this as sacred space. So it's nice that it's still treated as a nature area, a preserve, a state park, somewhere where people can come and enjoy the natural elements. And I think that's really honoring the Native American energy of the area. So I'm actually glad that they're utilizing this area properly. That's really honoring them. I don't feel anything intimidating. I don't feel uncomfortable. But what I do feel, and this is kind of interesting, I think some of the there comes the wind.
Yeah.
You don't want me to tell your secret, do you? They would come here, and they would have rituals, and they would do certain practices that were very holy and reverent to their culture. And I think that created sort of an energetic portal out that way. And I believe that's what caused the sort of portally feeling that people get. It's due to prayer-filled rituals in the space. So I'm glad that we came up here. I'm glad that we got to feel the energy. Yeah. I feel really good about it. I know a lot of people have trouble up in this area, and I'm not totally sure why. I feel very protected, and I feel very loved and respected, and I feel just like, let's ground, let's get into the energy. That's what I feel here. So,
how did Mount Diablo get its name?
Well, that's something for the wonderful gentleman behind the camera who is a historian. I just feel the energy. I know that the Native Americans did retreat to this area, and the Spaniards couldn't find them because they hid in the thickets. And the name basically got misinterpreted. Monte Diablo was misinterpreted by the English later, even though it meant devil's thickets, and that's what they were saying the Native Americans basically hid in. The English, us lovely Caucasian folks, misinterpreted the whole thing as usual and thought they meant Mount Diablo. Oh, it's a devil's mountain. No, it's scary. It's horrible. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So I love every bit of the energy here. Although I've always had this particular connection and affinity with the native culture. I've always felt really loved and protected by them, and I don't feel anything different than that here. It's really, for me, it's a good experience.
And they seem to like you.
Yeah, and which I appreciate, and I honor their memory and I honor their heritage here. I would say if you have a negative vibration, or if you're just really open and you don't know how to bubble yourself, anything up in this whole area between the Black Diamond Mines or Mount Diablo, know how to protect yourself, because it's an intensity level, but it's not negative, but it's intense. Come up here and honor the heritage and honor the memories and honor the nature, and I think you'll have a positive experience. Good night, folks.